So here's the new water pump. This is what it looks like. It's brand new. It's identical. Come with new sets of gasket. There's the actual gasket and also the smaller gasket. This is the original water pump. I'm going to have to take out these two torque screws here. We'll have to use the E-series sockets to remove them, and then the clamp to this hose and transfer them to the new water pump. This aluminum tube or metal tube here, I think it's aluminum, is held in by E8 reverse torque type of screw, two of them. So okay. We're not going to reuse the gasket because the kit does come with a new gasket. We're going to reuse the E8 torque bolts, torque head, and we'll need to remove this hose. And the way I find it easier is to use a big giant pliers. Remove it out, pull it out. Completely. I use a small blunt type of flat screwdriver and just push it in and get some air in there. Right? You can also spray some WD-40. So that it comes loose. There it is. Okay, we're going to reattach this water tube to the water pump. I don't have the torque spec for that E8 bolts, but I can feel it's snug because we're screwing into aluminum. We're not going to super tighten them down. There's no need, or else you will strip the aluminum threads. Just snug. Yep, that's it. That's in. We'll reattach that hose. Put this in. Let's see. I think it's like that. There. Okay, so it's going to basically mount right here. And here's the gasket. There are four larger bolts. These are E14. You notice one of them is longer, right? This one. This one is a little longer. The longer one actually goes into here, under the idler pulley. It's the only one that will fit. The short is here, here, and here. So the E14s are torqued to 177 inch-pound, right, crosswise. And the E12s are torqued to 124 pound-inch. It's a brand new guide pulley that I bought from Amazon. I'll include the link below. But yeah, this goes in here like this. It is. We'll put this guide pulley in. By the way, this is a T47 torque right here. And it's torqued to 26 foot-pounds. There it is. So we might as well also install the flat pulley. I ordered the replacement. flat pulley right here. It's going to go right here. Original pulley is what it looks like. This goes in here and then goes behind it. Torque, 26 foot-pounds. There it is. Okay, once that's installed, we'll put the caps on. Okay, so next we're going to put in this hose that's part of the water pump. Stick it onto this metal tube. I left the clamp up here. There it is. Put the clamps in. Now just tighten with a screwdriver. The pulley bell, remember this, right here. This is a T30. These bolts, they are Torx T30. Okay, now we're just going to put on the belt. Okay, we'll install the fan. The center bolt is 33 foot-pounds. Just wedging a screwdriver in between the screws. There it is, 33 foot-pounds. Okay, so we took out that bolt to take this pipe and the water pump out. Now we'll put in the bolt back. It's the bolt that's under the alternator. It's a bracket to that metal or aluminum tube there. There it is. Just take this and just swing it back around. Okay, now we just have to put the radiator back in. Here's the front. We're going to connect all the hoses down here. Connect this hose to the bottom. Connect this. But this hose, this here, will go back on that pipe. Okay. This and tighten this clamp. Okay, now we'll connect this. And this actually comes off. So clip it on, plug it in. Then we put the intercooler on. As you can see, connect that tube here to the intercooler. Now we'll do this side, the passenger side. Okay, now that we have the intercooler kind of partially mounted, the hex screws. So T20s. Okay, you can install this first. I'm just putting that on outside. So this has to be on here. This is what goes back there, and it looks like this. There. Looks like a blind nut. Simply remove this nut. It's a 10 millimeter hex. So, yeah, this way. Just tighten them. This is probably better. I should have done this in the beginning. Now we'll install the nuts back on. Screws. This side. We'll tighten up these bolts. And bolts. I don't have the torque spec for that either. These are 10 millimeters. They have a locking style nut behind it. Their sensor plugs into the connector here. So. And before I go any further, we're probably going to fill it up with antifreeze and test it first before we button everything up. Make sure there's no obvious leaks. Xerox, antifreeze. Okay, engine started. We're not going to let it idle too long. I'm going to button everything up. So far there's no drips or leaks. We'll put everything back together now. Slips inside this hole. I don't have the torque spec for this, but it is a T45. One here, one behind here, here, and here. Next is the headlight. T20. Bring these into snug because they're screwed onto some kind of plastic holder. Frames is held by 2 screws. Latches the end here. Latches first. Back. And just hand tight. Very careful. Also strip the plastic. We got to put these clips on. They go right here. Here. The long side down. Okay. The nuts we got on top here. X bolt, 10 millimeters. That's a 10 millimeter nut, 10 millimeter nut, 10 millimeter bolt. For the hood latch. Again, I don't have the torques for this. This here is a T30. More Phillips screws on the bottom. Right here. Goes on this side and this side.